It's week 9 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Commanders and the Falcons under the lights on Monday night.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball.
Return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
And when Kellen Mond left College Station, he held most of Texas A&M's passing records, total yards, passing yards, touchdowns, you name it. And then he went to the NFL draft in 2021 on the heels of being the 2021 Senior Bowl.
Here's Mond. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
And right away, he lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's
when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of it.
Hard on that last run. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Arnold Ebiketie from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, but they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarter?
Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around. And I giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. And I expect them to do just that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mond. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Into the hands of London. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
It often works when they decide to dial it up.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Mond looks to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for the
defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Flushed out right, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Grady Jarrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation.
Pressure gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Kellen Mond again getting ready to quarterback his offense for this upcoming drive. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating. What do I know?
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Connor up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks. It's time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield to throw it. Buying time to his left. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3. So they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this works down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to.
He's out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting. A little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it
right there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got a man, it's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And caught by London. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense, you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run here with Algier. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run.
Raiders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mond going to throw it. And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And
only if they manage to win the game.
so good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing. If it was luck or skill, boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well, trying to get to the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Mond. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. KJ Hamler, 60 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike. And
everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now that's a killer, because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now down to the 25 there. Here's Baker. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreak, a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4.